Now, see the example of Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Now, I want to share with you, it's important to understand that one of the things you do as you communicate and you speak in public is you also watch other people, what they do, and see what you can learn from that. Very important. I'm just going to share this with you real quick and see what we can learn from them, okay? So just give me a minute.
Tears going fall away, fall away. Oh, may the last one burn into flame.
So you see, she comes in and immediately she begins to engage with the audience. Connecting with your audience is very important when you speak in public. Whether you're talking to 10 persons, 5 persons, but she started waving, she started connecting. And did you notice that they also started responding to her? Just listen to what she's going to do once she gets behind the lectern.
Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains up on myself. Won't let my
Now, what she's about to do is to take the stage from Tim. Wherever you go to, I'm going to talk about taking the stage and leaving the stage. So whenever you're introduced, wherever you want to speak, go in and take the stage. And one of the ways you take the stage is by having a firm handshake. Whatever traditionally is allowed culturally within the setting, but understand the stage is being handed over to you by someone else. So take the stage and own the stage. So she's taking the stage over.
in hell. Hey, I'ma keep on running. 'Cause a winner don't quit on themselves.
So did you notice that even after taking over the stage, she's still trying, she's still waving, she's connecting with people. Everybody is excited. She's not just about going to deliver a speech. She's saying, I'm here because of you. And I value the fact that you came out. You can apply that also in your public speaking journey. You get out on the stage, you want to talk to people. Don't act like I have a PowerPoint presentation or I have a manuscript I just want to read straight away or I just want to talk. Take a moment. Kamala Harris will take a moment to connect with her audience before she starts talking. I'm going to point out a couple of other things that she do along the line that you can borrow and add to your public speaking kit, if you like. Now, understand, I'm not interested in the politics. I'm not interested in whether it's black, blue, red. I don't care. What I'm interested in is what are the strategies that they use in public speaking that you can learn from, I can learn from, and we keep getting better as public speakers. And then she calls out to them, okay? She calls out to them, which is really important here. The key is still all of this is a process of connecting. It could take 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. It depends on how much time you have and how huge the crowd is and what the occasion is for, because different occasions will require different ways of communicating or different ways of connecting when you take over the stage. So first of all, don't be in a hurry, take over the stage. It could be a handshake, in some cases it could be a hug, whatever it is. Take over the stage from the person that is given this, that is leaving the stage, and own the stage. Number 2, connect with the people that are there to listen to you, to your audience. It could be thumbs up, it could be thumbs up, it could be waving, any waves. It could be smiling, like she said, oh my God, all of that. But draw people in emotionally. That is really powerful.
Can we hear it for Tim Walz?
So the next thing she does is she edifies Tim Walz. So because sometimes you want to deliver a speech, someone is your sponsor, as it were. Someone is connected to the route, the place that you're going to speak. And so you ride on the back of that person. It doesn't matter how important you are, how big you are. There are some people that are connected to that route upon which you're building your platform. So she edifies Tim, which is a good strategy.
Oh, it's so good to be back. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, I see lots of friends. Oh, it is good to be back. It is good.
Oh, I see lots of friends. Oh, it's good to be back. She's saying, I'm one of you. I have got lots of friends here and I feel at home. It's also a way of connecting. See, what you say, how you act within the first few seconds, the first few minutes, depending on how long you want to go, can either create a connection that will make your speech easier for you and more impactful, or make it hard for you to get across to your audience. So I think here that Kamala here is doing a good job, which any speaker could actually borrow from. Again, I'm not interested in the politics. I'm interested in the technique for passing across the information that people can learn from.
To be back. Thank you all.
So look at what she says next to tell you about her skill in connecting.
Most fantastic.
Okay, so here what she says, she still goes further to edify Tim Walz.
Get to know him, and you've heard he's had many titles over his life: governor, congressman, dad, husband, coach. But in 87 days, our nation is going to know Coach Walz as Vice President of the United States of America. That's right. And
so you see, she goes further to edify Walz, Tim Walz, and then listen, she's going to call a couple other names, people that probably the audience there actually does know. And that gives her grounds upon which she is going to build her speech. Understand, learn this, find out from your sponsor. If you're going to speak to a big crowd or a specialized crowd or audience, find out from your sponsor, who will these people be? Who am I going to be speaking to? Who's the key person? Who do I need to connect to in order to make this happen? It happened to me. It has happened to me a couple of times where I go early an hour before the speech. I try to connect with people apart from my sponsor, knowing the key persons. I try to connect with people in the room. I go from table to table. I make friends instantly. So that makes it a lot easier for me to flow through my speech. I think it's a skill that you can also learn and add to your box of tools as a public speaker. So let's just take let's take a few more seconds to learn from Kamala Harris.
it is so good to be here with so many incredible leaders, including my dear friends, Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, Senator Jackie Rosen.
So notice also that because she's standing behind the lieutenant, she's not moving from one place to another. She's allowing her head to make the movement. So that's also a powerful skill. When you talk about using stage movement, sometimes you're behind the lieutenant, the podium and all of that. And so you cannot move from one point to another, but your head can. So she moves and then she points, she moves, she looks for the person, she points. She must have also noted where they're sitting. It also helps if it's a big crowd to see if you're talking to the crowd and then you're pointing to a particular part of the crowd, and as if you're pointing to a particular person, say, I see you. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Connection is an art that you learn. It's a skill that needs to be developed, and it will help wherever you are in order to open doors, get to people, get things happening. So it's important to stay conscious. It's important to pay attention to how much you know how much you know in terms of connecting.
And who we will re-elect to the United States Senate. Congress members Dina.
Now notice, she finds something that's important to the people there. She's calling the names of some senators and she's assuring them, oh, these are people who were elected back. Okay, make no mistakes, I'm not talking about the politics, I'm talking about the technique, the strategy. Give people what they want, what they need, what they desire, and they'd say, you know what, we're all in, we're listening to you. And so the people you're going to talk to, depending on the kind of speech, if it's a negotiation, it is something, ask yourself, what is it people want that I can give to them? What is it my audience would love to have that I can give to them? The people in my audience, what do they want I love to give to them emotionally? Once you find that it's a trigger, it opens the doors for you. I think it's something that's important that we must pay attention to as you grow as a public speaker.
Titus, Stephen Horsford, and Susie Lee. And I know Culinary 226 is in the house.
Now, the next thing she's going to do is she begins to talk about herself, her credential. Here's the thing she's done. She's edified Tim Walz, she's edified other senators, she's edified a couple other people, she's connected with the group, with the audience. Now she wants to talk about herself because that's the reason she's there. And so before you go to the main thing that you want to talk about, that you want to discuss, try to create the ground, try to water the ground to make it easier for you.
As everyone in Nevada knows, they have helped lead the way in our country for workers' rights and workers' dignity. And I have to say, for years, I've been so proud to work by your side. When I was Attorney General of California, we worked together to crack down on wage theft.
Now she begins to talk about herself. So you get the gist. So you take the seat. Make sure to take the stage. You connect with the audience. You edify who needs to be edified. Because you have to create the ground, you have to make sure that people benefit. You have to make sure that people benefit from, you create the ground for your work, for your speech. And after that, then you can go on to the speech. And it becomes a lot easier. I'm going to share another example with you, this time of Tim Walz, and then we're going to pick a few examples from him and see what we can do when we deliver speeches. Again, take a look at what Tim does. He takes over the stage. Look at him.
I happen to be the first union member on a presidential ticket since Ronald Reagan.
So first things first, he connects straight with the people. He's talking to people from the union. He knows what's important to them. He connects straight and he's like, I'm one of you. Okay, now, the beautiful thing is that connection has different levels. Now look at what Tim does. He connects straight and then he connects a bit deeper again. Just watch how this works out. All right,
But rest assured, I won't lose my way.
So he connects another step deeper. He says, rest assured, I'm not going to lose my way. I'm one of you. Rest assured, I'm not going to lose my way. And then the crowd goes, boo, like, whoa, just listen.
People in this room built the middle class.
He connects another level deeper to say, I understand you're important because you build the middle class. So 3 levels of connect. First one, you, 2, I won't lose my way. I understand this group builds, people in this room build the middle class. So find something that would emotionally connect the people that you're speaking with. Find something that makes your audience understand, I am with you. I'm with you on this journey. It's so powerful once you're able to do that, once you're able to get your audience to see that.
And it's not just a saying, it's a fact. When unions are strong, America's strong. The only thing those 2 guys knows about working people is how to work to take advantage of them. That's what they know about it.
Now, what he's done, again, is to use another strong technique in public speaking, which is about comparison. When you're able to get people to think, to say, this, we have apple, we have pie, we have apple, we have mango, we have orange, we have this mango or apple, you know, you have lemon and you have lime. If you understand what I mean. If you have 2 things, you have a cat and a dog, you name it. So if you're able to make comparisons, your audience is able to listen and you're able to keep them glued because they want to see the sense you're going to make at the end of the day, which is another powerful strategy. So I mentioned a couple of things. You take the stage like Kamala Harris did, and then you connect. She did that. He's doing it. But in this case now, he connected at different levels. Kamala also did the same thing. You connect at different levels. A, B, C, depending on how far you want to go. But the deeper you go in your connection, the stronger the glue you put between you and your audience. And the easier it becomes for your speech to get across to them, for your message to get across to them.
Every single chance they've gotten, they've waged war on workers. And their ability to collectively bargain to take that away from them. All we're asking for is...
Are you also noticing the same thing that Kamala Harris did, which is because he's behind the lectern, he's a podium, he's not moving from one point to another, but his face is still in the movement. There are times when it's just your eyes that will do the movement, but in this case, he's connecting. It's a large group, so he's connecting, he's moving his face. You can't just stay straight. Sometimes staying straight and just moving your eyes won't do the work. So you need to move from your shoulder. You need to move your body. You need to move to tell people I'm connecting with you. Sometimes a case where people are around you, so you move and get them to see that you are making an effort to connect with them. Another powerful skill in terms of gesticulation, in terms of stage movement, you have to feel the stage. You have to show that I'm here, I am not afraid, I'm not pulling myself back.
Better wages, better benefits, better lives, and dignity in the work that we do. I might not agree with my neighbor's choices or make the same one.
You see again, in gesticulation and using hand, I might not agree with my neighbor's choices, so he pulls out. That might be my neighbor, I don't agree, okay? But there's something else he's going to do that I need you to pay attention to in terms of using your hands to gesticulate, to get your people to pull the audience close to you.
But this country's great because we have a golden rule that makes things work. We mind our own damn business on those things. We mind our own damn business. We've got 84 days to take control of our own destiny. 84 damn days. And I've said this, you hear me say this. That's easy. We'll sleep when we're dead. We'll do the work now. We'll do the work now.
You notice when he said we'll do the work now, we'll do the work now, to pulling people, it's now. Okay, now this is another thing. Did you see he also stopped and he took over, he handed back the stage. What's the lesson? Whenever you are speaking in public and you are on stage, do not be in a hurry to leave the stage. Stay there and hand the stage back to the person who handed the stage, or maybe to the next person. Do not be in a hurry to just talk and go away. People who were new in the field of public speaking are very quick to just speak and leave because your mind is telling you, get away, just get away. It's not a good way to not leave the stage empty. So when you're also practicing at home and you're rehearsing, learn how to stay and finish your speech and leave the stage after handing the stage over to another person. I hope these tips that I have shared with you, and using the examples of Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, these tips will help you to grow your public speaking skills and communication skills, especially when you're talking to an audience. This is not a political video. I'm not involved in, I don't care whatever they're doing. But what I care about is that students of public speaking are able to learn when they watch people speak in public, learn what they should do, what they can copy, and what they shouldn't do, things that they shouldn't do. And I hope that this has inspired you in some way. Thank you very much. My name is Stallone-Obaraemi, and my sincere desire for you is to go on succeeding by becoming a better version of yourself. Until I come your way again, bye for now.